In the heart of a sun-drenched land, where the sky is endless and the earth tells tales of ancient thirst, every journey, no matter how small, is an adventure. Our story begins with one such adventurer. His name was Alfie, an ant with the spirit of an explorer, for whom a blade of grass was a skyscraper and his own determination was the only map he needed. But on this day, Alfie's grand expedition came to a sudden, terrifying halt. Before him lay not a simple puddle, but a vast, shimmering ocean, an uncrossable sea that threatened to swallow his courage whole. High above, in a world of gentle breezes and treetops, lived Gemma. For a giraffe, the savannah was not a landscape of obstacles, but a great wide home. From her magnificent height, she too saw the water, but where Alfie saw an ocean, Gemma saw a disappointment. A tiny, glistening speck, hardly enough to quench the day's thirst. As Gemma took a slow, deliberate step, the ground shuddered. To her it was nothing. To Alfie, it was an earthquake, heralding the arrival of a titan from beyond the sky. A shadow fell over him, vast and absolute, a living mountain descending from the heavens, its only goal to drain his ocean dry. In the face of impossible odds, Alfie found a desperate courage. He waved his tiny arms, a silent warrior, defending his world from a monster he could not comprehend. But this was no monster. As Gemma lowered her head, she paused. Her great, kind eye, which could see for miles, now focused on the smallest of things, and for the first time, she wondered. And in that moment of shared stillness, something magical happened. The world shimmered, and for a heartbeat, each saw through the other's eyes. Alfie was no longer small. He was high in the air, looking down upon a vast, golden world, and saw the puddle for what it truly was, a single, precious sip in a land of thirst. The world shimmered once more, diving back down from the sky to the earth. And Gemma was no longer tall. She was on the ground, where pebbles were boulders, and the puddle was a terrifying, endless sea, feeling the overwhelming weight of being small in a world built for giants. They returned, not as strangers, but as two souls who had shared the same space from a different place. Understanding had bloomed between them. With a newfound gentleness, Gemma touched her tongue to the far edge of the water, taking the smallest, most respectful sip. Her simple act of kindness sent a ripple across the tiny sea, a messenger of peace, nudging a fallen leaf, a perfect boat, and sending it gliding toward the shore. Alfie understood. This was not a monster, but a friend. And this was not an obstacle, but a passage. With a brave heart, he climbed aboard his vessel. A soft, gentle breath from Gemma, a giant's whisper, was all the wind his little sail needed. He sailed across his ocean, no longer a terrified traveler, but a proud captain on a voyage of discovery. On the other side, a silent farewell was shared, a grateful wave from the smallest adventurer, and a respectful nod from the gentle giant. And so, they went their separate ways, each with a world now bigger and more wondrous than they had ever imagined, for they had learned the simplest, greatest truth, that the world you see is not the only one there is, and a change in perspective can turn a stranger into a friend.